man, I don't even know. Maybe I would do that, but it would be way cooler to go to like old hockey games. Could you imagine going
It
to
would
the
obviously be fun.
Barrie Flyers from the
Oh,
50s when they won the
goodness.
Memorial Cup? Like I would with Don Cherry, I would go to that.
Yeah. Oh,
I bet you they probably were killing each other on the ice.
yeah, for
Like,
sure. I would definitely also, if I had the ability to go
see,
back and watch any sporting event, it would obviously be hockey. The only possibility of things that I might throw in there might be the odd cheesy old wrestling thing because I'm a big loser.
Hulk
But
Hogan
hockey
versus
would
Andre
be
the Giant.
no, no. I don't need. I mean, I like Andre, but I don't
I
need
was
to
an
see.
Ultimate Warrior guy.
I think that Ultimate Warrior is the most overrated, terrible wrestler in
Oh,
the history
damn.
of profession.
Oh,
But I will say this, and this is why obviously he was as big as he was. That dude looked great. He looked like a professional wrestler, man. That guy was like one of the most dice-looking guys I've ever seen in my life. And he was, he was wild, and people like that. He had the tassels and the makeup, and I get the why people liked him, but man, go back, go online, watch some of his old promos. What is he talking about? No
yeah, I
sense.
know.
I don't even know what his character was. Just talking about like space and stuff, and it's
I don't think
it's
his mic skills were terrible, but he made up for it with other things. Like, I
not his
mean,
wrestling because his wrestling, if you go back, was also pretty limited.
really?
He
I
was
thought he
not.
was pretty good.
He just, I think people got
Is
excited because he ran all the time. He
is the
was very
energy
quick.
thing, right?
Yeah, he was all presentation. He
Yeah.
looked great. He carried himself well, and people like that. You can get somebody that's a great wrestler, but if they kind of like stagger to the ring and they kind of just like mope in the ring, it doesn't matter if that guy can do like a Canadian destroyer to somebody off the top rope without hurting them. No
Uh,
one cares because man, what is that guy about? People like characters, not wrestlers, generally. So yeah,
yeah.
I get
I
it. I was
honestly,
an Undertaker guy, man. Undertaker was my dude until like guys like Owen Hart kind of started to come in. Owen was my favorite, but
yeah.
oh Undertaker was the first guy that I remember just loving.
His entry song was
Oh,
unbelievable. Like
he was just frightening, man. Just
that
terrible.
entry, that song. Oh man, like
It's just outstanding. And that's the thing too, is like it's kind of a testament to like how good the his real name is Mark Calloway. Just a testament to how good he was because if you like
yeah.
on paper, take a look at that character, man. A dude who's dead. Like imagine going and they're like, "Okay, we want you to get over. We want you to get popular." And you're like, "Okay, can I be a big tough guy who defends people and is, funny?" And they're like, "No, we want you to play a zombie." Oh, okay. How am I going to make people like that? But that dude still wrestles, and he's like 100 now. So it's just a testament to how good he was. Like I mean, it's all about how good you can perform, and obviously that guy could take something that was obviously nonsensical. Everyone knows he's not dead, but when he came
Eh,
out, man, and I was a kid, oh my god, that guy scared the
There were
crap out.
there were so many characters back then. Like, do you remember Shawn Michaels with the "Sexy Boy" song? He's
Yeah.
just a sexy boy.
Did you know that?
Sexy boy.
And not
Sounded
only was
like
that song
money.
great, I don't know if you ever put two and two together. He sings that too. That
What?
that is Shawn Michaels singing his entrance. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it was originally sung by Sensational Sherry, who was a manager of him back in the day.
Wow.
She managed him for a while. But then eventually they ended up changing it to where Shawn Michaels was performing his own vocals on the track. So
Yeah. He's not your
kudos,
boy toy.
but he was great and he was a
Boy
good character.
toy.
And unlike the Ultimate Warrior, he was an entertaining character, and his in-ring work was spectacular. Shawn Michaels
Oh
is
man,
probably
yeah, he
one of
was good.
the greatest performers of all time.
The
Uh,
my man, I have a crazy story about wrestling. I mean, is this a Barrie Colts
I
podcast?
love that
Anyways,
we are talking
the,
about wrestling. You
the
know what, man? We know
man,
it's Don't worry, we'll get into cold stuff here in a few minutes. I think it's people are accustomed to podcasts where we'll catch up. Go on.
My grandpa, I used to call him my Opa because I'm half German, and yeah, like he bought tickets and he spent a fortune. He wasn't like a rich guy, but he splurged on tickets for an event, and it was like a huge like wrestling thing. I think like I don't know if it was like WrestleMania or what it was. I was so young back then. I don't know. I'd assume WrestleMania was in the States, but there was a big event, and there was going to be Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant, and he had front row tickets, and he lost the tickets.
Oh my goodness! Would that have been WrestleMania 3 then?
I don't know.
If it was Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant.
Hulk Hogan versus because he ended up buying tickets, but we were like in the nosebleeds.
Okay.
And like yeah, so we're in the nosebleeds, and I remember it like it was Hulk Hogan and Andre, and maybe it was just like I don't even know. Maybe it wasn't even on TV. Maybe they just fought in.
Could have been like a house show or something.
House shows, yeah, something like it had to be because I assume WrestleMania would be in the States, but
WrestleMania.
Yeah, I remember that.
WrestleMania 6 would have been in Toronto.
Really?
But the main event for that was Hulk Hogan versus your boy Ultimate Warrior. And I'm pretty sure Hogan lost.
What year was that? Maybe that was because I don't have a great memory. I was really young.
WrestleMania 6 would have probably been around, let me just think. So I think WrestleMania is the same year as I was born, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So I would have been about 6 years old. So
that was probably it.
5, 6, 7, 8. So it probably would have been around like 1989-ish.
That was probably it.
Maybe 90. But I think 89.
I thought it was him versus Andre, but it could have been that.
Mm-hmm.
I remember
because I
definitely remember Hulk Hogan, like, and it was and it wasn't like he was fighting someone that was like a big name, so I don't know.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I am so happy we talked that much about professional wrestling on our podcast. Honestly, I feel great about it.